Hello, my name is Michael Kraus, and I'm a professor at Yale University. I'm a psychologist by training. I study how people think, in particular, how the ways in which people think can sometimes be used to maintain and perpetuate societal inequalities. One such belief system is a common one shared by many Americans. It's a set of beliefs largely based on the notion that American society is a nation founded on principles of equity, freedom, and justice. This belief system asserts that America is always on an upward trajectory, always making progress towards racial equality. In the work we do, we study the prevalence of beliefs in automatic and naturally occurring racial progress. In surveys, we find that people wildly overestimate the extent that American society has progressed to racial equality. When examining wealth in black and white families, for instance, respondents say that America was unequal in 1963 and became close to equal by 2016. In fact, America was way more unequal in 1963 than respondents realize, and that inequality has remained the same since the federal government has been collecting data on wealth of families. Why are Americans, more than 90% of those that we've surveyed, so much more likely to assume racial progress towards equality than actually exists? Our study suggests two factors. One is segregation. Our neighborhoods are unequal and separate so that white and black Americans do not have the information necessary to fully understand how unequal conditions of American life have become. The second piece is motivational. Many Americans are deeply invested in a mythology of racial progress, a belief system that sees America as a country that not only aspires to equity and justice, but one that also achieves those aspirations. Americans want this mythology to be true so much that we may not truly understand the amount of transformative collective struggle that is necessary to win gains for racial justice, to win the gains that have occurred in our recent past. Put simply, white people do not simply give marginalized communities the right to vote. Those rights were won through collective actions during the civil rights movement. Racial progress is not something that marches forward. Rights you win can, as we have seen across history and now, in this moment, be taken away at any moment. We study beliefs in racial progress because we believe it is important for people to live in the world we have and not the one we want. A better, fairer society is possible if people would acknowledge that a belief in automatic racial progress prevents people from engaging in the collective actions, the labor actions, the protests, and the support for reparative economic policies that is truly necessary. Thank you.